Howdy folks, Andy Gamer Muzzer here, and this is Elite Dangerous, and this has just been thought I'd give you a quick look at the main menu background video that I have playing. Did this myself from clips from videos that I've done over the years that I've been playing Elite, and just edited it together and put it on as a background. If you want to do this, go to the Canon Research site. That'll tell you how to do it, and they also have a Canon Research title movie that you can use if you don't have your own or can't do your own. You can use Canon Research version, but I decided to do my own. Anyway, the main purpose of this video is a bit of a celebration in hitting the 100 subscribers to my YouTube channel. Massive feat. I can't thank all the subscribers enough for coming on board. I can't thank all you people who have watched all my videos. Some of my videos have had up to 10,000 views, which I find phenomenal because I don't really share my videos. I post a link to them on my Twitter and the odd Facebook group, but I don't really share them. I just put them on for fun. I don't do it for fame or fortune, and it's just a bit of fun. I enjoy the editing process, etc. Obviously I'm a glutton for punishment because sometimes the editing takes a lot longer than the actual video. But anyway, as I'm saying, I'm celebrating 100 subscribers, and I honestly don't know what to do. So I just thought, I'll show you through my fleet of ships. I have 12 ships in Elite Dangerous, and I'll take you through what I have. And I'm not going to fly them or anything. I'm not going to do any missions or anything. I'm just going to show you my fleet of ships. So let's crack on. So here we are in the shipyard at Jameson Memorial in Shinrarta Desra, and these are my 12 ships. I have my original Sidewinder, an Eagle, Viper Mark III, Imperial Courier, Cobra Mark III, Asp Explorer, Imperial Clipper, Alliance Chieftain, Python, Federal Assault Ship, the love of my life, my Anaconda, and the new love of my life, the Federal Corvette. So we're going to start with the trusty Sidewinder. So here she is, the Sidewinder. Nothing special to look at. It's the ship everybody in Elite Dangerous starts with. So we've all had an experience in the Sidewinder. I've called this one Regis. I'm not going to explain why I've called it Regis for now, because I've got a few ships that are named and they all relate to a set of books. Regis is one of them, and they are all interlinked within these set of books. So I will go through them. The ones that are linked, I will say that this is linked to the Sidewinder, etc. And then I'll then explain, once I've been through them all, what the link is. But this is the Sidewinder. Love this ship. I don't think I'll ever sell it. Flew lots and lots and lots of space miles in this, and I can't ever see myself being without it. when you go back to the ship after flying one of the mass hulks of like the Corvette or the Anaconda, and you go back to the ship, it's just so nimble and fast, and it's just a fun ship to fly. Absolutely love it to bits. And like I say, we've all had an experience of some form or other within this vessel, because we've all owned one. It's the one thing everybody in Elite has in common. We have all started out on this ship. It's not massively enhanced in any way. Show you the outfitting. Hard points, just pulse laser, gimbaled. That is it. Utility mount, none. Core internals, just as you'd expect. Upgraded to A and D's. Optional internals. Once again, nothing special. I should really maybe do a bit of engineering on the Sidewinder and go and have some fun taking on bigger ships with it. But I'll probably do that once I've finished what I'm trying to achieve within my current game in Elite, and currently I'm grinding combat ranks, and although I dare say it would be fun in the Sidewinder, I can see it being frustrating as well. But yeah, we will go back to it at some point. I haven't used it for a long time, but we most definitely will. So that's the Sidewinder called Regis, and let's go on to the next one. I'm going to go through these ships not in the order that I bought them in. I'm just going to go through them in the order that they are in my spaceport, shall we say, and we'll take it from there. So here's the next ship in my fleet, the Eagle. This one is called Bruno, and the name Bruno is linked to Regis, the Sidewinder, and I haven't done a massive amount with this ship. I bought it just for fun and to have a good scoot around. I tried a few different outfitting modes with it and did some combat. It's a fun ship to fly, probably a bit too weak for my liking, but nevertheless fast, nimble, and a capable ship. Great for things like well, it was great for skimmer massacre missions. Unfortunately, they can now only be done with the SRV, and I say unfortunately, but I suppose when you're doing a planet-side mission, that is making you a good lot of money. Buying a ship as cheap as this, whacking some dumbfire missiles on it, and going and just blowing up all the skimmers in one shot, wait for them to respawn and then do the same again, earn millions of credits. I suppose I can see why FDev changed massacre missions to be SRV only. So, like I say, a fun ship to fly, very fast, nimble, and capable fighter, but don't expect miracles out of it unless you're a really, really capable pilot. I'm not a capable combat pilot, that I will admit straight away. I can hold my own in many battles, but I'm not fantastic. I'm not poor either, I might add. So that's Bruno. Has anybody guessed the link yet between Regis and Bruno? Post in the comments if you have. So look at the outfitting on Bruno. Beam laser, multi-cannon, all gimbaled. Utility mounts, chaff launcher, 4 internals, military grade composites, 2-way power plant, 3-way thrusters, 3D frameshift drive, 2-way power distributor, optional internals, shield generator, shield generator, cargo rack, discovery scanner, just the usual stuff really. So nothing to write home about in the outfitting, hence why it's probably not an amazing combat vessel. I dare say with some engineering this could certainly hold its own against far bigger and better ships. And something I'll probably do once I finally finish the combat grind, which I'm mainly using the Corvette for. So on to the next one. So here we have the Viper Mark III, named 26 Alpha Tango 338. Now, the name probably won't mean anything to many of you. However, those of you that have ever been into any form of radio communications, such as especially CB radio, will know the significance of the 26 Alpha Tango. Alpha Tango being an Italian radio group. The 26 is the division, which is England, and a 338 is the unit number. Now, this ship, I have used it. It was the second ship it was the first ship I purchased, so it was the second ship I owned. And I bought this when I was operating from a system called Conti. And I bought this just completely to have fun in combat, and fun I did have. Obviously, as you rank up, bigger and better ships come along, and you soon got to upgrade and things like that. But I had a lot of fun in this Viper. The colour choice, the Italian tricolour flag, is basically relating to the Alpha Tango. Like I've already explained, this is an Italian CB radio group, and the GRIAT as the ship ID, that's Gruppo Radio Italia Alpha Tango. That's what that stands for. So it gives a message if you've had any experience with the Alpha Tango group in any way, shape or form. Let's look at the outfitting for this little ship. For hard points, all gimbaled, multi-cannons and beam lasers, utility mounts, Kilburn scanner, frameshift wake scanner, 4 internals, mainly upgraded to C and B, with a couple of A's thrown in for good measure. Well, it's single A. I don't know why I've got the life support up to an A, to be honest with you. Maybe it was inexperience at the time, and knowing what I know now, I probably wouldn't have done that. Optional internal, cargo rack, shield generators, just the usual stuff. Once again, I haven't used this ship for quite some time, but I may give it a run out. Actually, I may give all my ships a run out just for some fun. See how they do, don't do. In where the system I'm in has a compromised nav beacon close by in a neighbouring system. I might just go there and have some fun with some of these ships. after this video. I may even include some of the footage in the video. So let's move on. Okay, so this is an Imperial Courier. I haven't had this ship too long. I did the grind to get my Imperial rank up, and that's when I bought my first Imperial vessels. Got my rank up to King, and I decided it was time I owned some Imperial vessels, and this was the first one I bought, the Imperial Courier. I've called this Demonium, which is basically evil spirit, a demon, and that's what I've called it. I haven't flown this much, but I have to say the couple of times I have flown it, I do like this ship. The cockpit view is absolutely amazing. The one thing I can say about the Imperial ships is that they are sleek in design, beautiful to look at. They are just an amazing looking ships, are the Imperial vessels. But like I say, I haven't used it a lot, and I will get round to using them. I haven't done a lot with it on the outfitting. I think I've aerated it, but like I say, I haven't used it that much at all, which really, I've got no excuse for not using it. I should have put more time and effort in, but at the same time, when I did buy them, I bought a few Imperial vessels together and outfitted them, and it sort of skint me a little bit, so I'm building the credits back up to do more with them as well. But I will find a Imperial system to take these two and have them in an Imperial system as an Imperial homeworld. I'll have Jameson's Memorial as my Federation homeworld, but I'll have an Imperial homeworld and do various Imperial missions there using the Imperial ships. But I do need to use them without a doubt. A quick look at the outfitting. So as you can see, just the two pulse lasers. They're the stock ones. Like I say, I haven't outfitted this much at all, if I have done it at all. No, oh yeah, I've upgraded the frameshift drive. Everything else looks pretty stock there. Yeah, it's all fairly generic and stock, with the exception of the frameshift drive. I haven't done a lot with this ship at all, but it's part and parcel of future plans, and it will get used. So, on to the next one. So here we have the next one, the legendary Cobra. This is the Cobra Mark III. Legendary because those Elite players that played in 1984, the original Elite, will know that this was the ship, the Cobra was the ship that everybody flew. And it was as simple as that, everybody flew it. It's what you started in, similar to Elite Tynris's Sidewinder. This is what everybody started in as Commander Jameson. And this is the ship, well, that is just synonymous with Elite, without a doubt. Now, I can't show you right round this vessel because unfortunately the camera will only go so far and then it gets stuck, so I can't show you right round it. But the name, Drizzt Do'Urden, that is linked to the other two, and is probably the most famous of the names that are all linked together in one way or another. This is probably the most famous one, and this is probably going to give the game away to many of the people who aren't sure, but those that know will definitely know from this name. Once again, take a comment if you've got the link with the previous three. So we have Regis, Bruno, and now Dritz Duet. So there is the famous Cobra Mark III. Great ship to fly, a fantastic all-round vessel, can do it all, and it does it all well. What can I say about the Cobra Mark III? Nothing really. It's I can't say anything bad about it. It's just one of the vessels that it was the third ship I bought in this game. I went from the Sidewinder to the Viper to the Cobra Mark III, and it's just one hell of a great ship. So let's have a look at the outfitting. So here we go. Multi-cannons, 2 pulse lasers. Heatsink launchers. Military gear composites. 4-way power plant, 4-way thrusters, 4-way frameshift drive. Life support, 3-way power distributor, 3-way sensors. Fuel tank. This was probably the ship that really got me interested in exploration. I did a bit of exploration in the Sidewinder, but this is the ship. Because of the jump range, this really got me going in exploration. And I did a hell of a lot of exploration in this ship. Optional internal. Nothing to write on about. It's nothing spectacular outfitting wise, but it was it did what I wanted it to do and was very capable at doing everything. So there's the Cobra Mark III. On to the next ship. Okay, here we have the Diamondback Explorer, and I named this one Quesitor. Now Quesitor in Latin stands for Seeker, basically, and it's looking a bit, paintwork's looking a bit battered at the moment, but this ship has done a lot. It's been to a lot of places. It has a fantastic jump range, and this is now my go-to ship for exploration. It is not, it has 0 weapons on this ship, but I absolutely love this ship. I love its looks, I love its jump range, I love its speed, its nimbleness, I love its fuel consumption, it's how good it is against heat. It's just a fantastic ship, and I can't fault it really. If I could make one fault, I would have liked a couple of more bits of module space, just to add a couple of more things to it. But I also use this ship a lot for passenger missions, especially the tourist ones where they want to go here, there and everywhere. Not so much the ones that are going too far, but the ones that want to see multiple nav beacons or tourist attractions within a few 100 light years of your current system. And because of the jump range on this ship, you can generally do massive amount of travel in a short amount of time. So let's look at the outfitting. So as you can see, 45 light year jump range with a max of 49.8. I can improve that, but I'm happy with that jump range. Hard points, like I said, none. Utility mounts, none. Core internals, lightweight alloys, 2A power plant, 4D thrusters, 5A frame shift drive, which is being engineered for increased jump range, 3D light support, 4D power distributor, 3D sensors. Like I say, it's all done for jump range. I've also visited some of the Guardian sites with this, hence the SRV bit. But this ship is definitely me go-to passenger ship. Although restricted on room, I can only put 8 passengers. I've just got an economy class bay that will allow up to 8 passengers, but it does exactly what I want. So a good all-round fantastic ship. If you're getting into exploration, I'd highly recommend this ship. If you've already got a good exploration vessel like doing 50 light years, I'd probably say stick with it and not bother with this because it doesn't offer anything new. But I mean, I could have fitted my Anaconda for better jump range for exploration and used my Anaconda, or I could have improved my Asp for better jump range, etc. But I just wanted something cheap and nimble for what at the time I was wanting to do, and this did exactly what I wanted to do at that time. So that is the Diamondback Explorer. So here we have it, the Asp Explorer. Now this ship has taken me everywhere. It was, until I got the Diamondback Explorer, this was my go-to exploration ship. I did the rags to riches with it. This ship probably made me more money in the game than anything else due to the amount of exploration I did. I went from the lowest ranks of exploration up to elite in this ship. It is just gave me so many memories of the places I visited, and I sort of felt like I was betraying it by getting the Diamondback Explorer. But I still go back to this ship, especially for runs that I go on any distance that I know I'll probably run into a bit of trouble. I use this ship. An awesome ship. Now this ship also has a name linking it to the other ones. R.A. Salvatore. Now R.A. Salvatore, many are probably googling away R.A. Salvatore is, and you'll find out who he is. But if you link it to the previous ones mentioned, R.A. Salvatore, you will definitely find out the link between Drizzt Do'Urden and Bruno Regis. You will definitely find them out, with more to come. So if you don't know yet what the link is, don't worry. There's a lot more clues to come, and you will find out what the link is. I might add, some of you will be disappointed. You'll be going, oh, is that it? But there'll be some out there that are going, yeah, that's great. So there is the fantastically great exploration vessel, the Asp Explorer. That cockpit is one of the best for exploration. You can look down and look through the cockpit floor at what's under you. It's just amazing. One hell of a ship. Let's have a look at the outfitting. So, I have no armaments in place at the minute. I removed them when I was doing the rags to riches. Same with utility mounts. As you can see, getting 33 light years jump range with a max of 36. The frameshift drive was, I did use the one that's now in the Diamondback Explorer, so that had been removed, so the jump range was far greater. But overall, most things with the exception of the power plant frameshift drive are stock. The field maintenance unit, which I might add, this is the only ship I've got one in. So there we have the Diamondback Explorer. Nothing right on about, but a very capable vessel when set up correctly. It's a great all-round ship, but definitely fantastic for exploration. So here I have my second Imperial vessel, the Imperial Clipper. This is a phenomenal ship. A good all-rounder in many ways, but I've mainly used it in a bit of a combat role in compromised nav beacons and hazardous resource sites. I haven't used it too much, but what I have used it, I have enjoyed. It's a lovely looking ship. Once again, it's got the sleek curves that the Imperial ships have, and it just looks incredible. This one I've called Master of Puppets, and not only because I'm a fan of Metallica, but it just seemed apt that when you have an Imperial system that it seems to have many puppets involved in the Imperial systems, with one person being the puppet master, it just seemed an apt name to give this ship. Let's have a look at the outfitting. So hard points, burst laser, multi-cannons. You've probably noticed that I like my lasers and multi-cannons. They just work. It's as simple as that. They just work and work well. Utility mounts, shield boosters, point defense chaff launcher, core internals, military grade composites, aerated power plant, 5D thrusters, 5A frameshift drive, and the rest just D's and C's. Optional internals, a bi-weave sheet generator, cargo rack, fuel scoop with FUE, another cargo rack, full reinforcement package, module reinforcement package, another cargo rack, and there you go. Now I did use this while I used this ship a fair bit while I was once I got so far in the Imperial rank grind. I did grab this and use this to finish off, hence all the cargo racks. But great ship, looks phenomenal, flies really well. I'd probably rate it as more of an all-rounder than anything else, but a very capable combat ship when outfitted correctly and in the right hands. So there's that one. On to the next. Now here we have the Alliance Chieftain. Now I bought this ship, I was caught up in the hype of it, of what it was basically claimed to be a Thargoid combat vessel, and it is a very capable ship in combat. It has some shortfalls, but overall you can't take away how fun this ship is to fly. It is a great ship to fly. Outfitted correctly, and it is a fantastic combat ship. But it has some weak points. But you know, it doesn't every ship. Every ship has its good and bad. Called it Bellator, which means warrior. Obviously, with it being a combat vessel, warrior seemed an apt name. I didn't just want to call it warrior, so I went with the Latin word for warrior. A really good looking ship for a Federation vessel, and it just flies really, really well. And the sound of the boost is excellent. I haven't used it that much because every ship, the ships I had when I got this, I had an Anaconda that was outfitted fantastically well, and the Anaconda did what this could do in a firefight, but for me it did it better, with the exception of its turning radius and stuff. But you know, there's ways and means by that, around the slow turning circle, etc. If I hadn't had the Anaconda that I used in combat a lot, I dare say this probably would have been the go-to vessel. I'd have outfitted it a bit better and engineered it somewhat, and it probably would have been the go-to vessel. But I still like to get in it and fly it now and again and have a laugh with it, in a fighter role. Well, not a fighter role, but a combat role. I'd say this is probably a great ship to wing up in and go and kick some butt. If you get 3 or 4 of you in one of these, get to a Hazres, get to a combat zone, and just have fun kicking butt in one of these. A really good ship. Or go and take on the Thargoids with them. Let's have a look at the outfitting. Your hard points. We have a multi-cannon. 2 up. Like I say, I like my multi-cannons. We have Seeker missile rack and burst lasers. Utility mount, chaff launcher, heat sink, shield booster. For internals, military grade composites, 6A power plant, 6A thrusters, 5A frameshift drive, 5D life support, 6A power distributor, 4D sensors, fuel tank. Optional internal, 6C bi-wave shield generator, 5E cargo rack, fuel scoop, shield cell bank, discovery scanner, module reinforcement, full reinforcement, on reapproach. And there you have it. That's the Alliance Chieftain. Okay, this is my beloved Python, and this ship is called the Goenavar, and this is one of those that's linked with Drizzt Do'Urden, Salvatore, Bruno, Regis. It is linked, and as you can see, it had some use. It had a lot of use. A fantastic all-round ship, very capable combat ship, a great ship for everything, absolutely everything. Yeah. If its jump range was a little bit better, it would be probably the best all-rounder in the game, without a doubt. It is a fantastic ship, and if To be honest, with this ship, you don't need to get an Anaconda or anything bigger. This is a medium-sized ship, so you can go everywhere on it. Unlike the Anaconda, which is restricted to larger landing pads, you can go everywhere with this vessel. It's a do-it-all ship. It's earned me a lot of money. I've done everything I've needed to do with this ship. This ship saw my first encounter with Thargoids, was in this ship when I got hyper-addicted. It was in this ship, and as you can see, it's had a bit of a battering. And maybe it's time to give it a lick of paint. So let's have a look at the outfitting of the Python. So here we go. Hard points. Modified multi-cannons. I think they're modified for rapid fire. And the beam laser, pulse lasers. Utility mounts. 2 modified shield boosters, point defense, and a standard shield booster. Or internal, lightweight alloys, power plant, modified thrusters, modified frameshift drive. You see 26 up to 26 light years. Life support, 4D, 7A power distributor, sensors. And the optional internal gives us cargo racks, 6D shield generator modified, 5A fuel scoop, extra fuel tank. Actually, it's not an extra fuel tank, it's just a standard fuel tank. Hangar, and just the usual stuff. So that is the Python. Okay, here we have the Federal Assault Ship. This one is called Malice. Now, this name is linked to the other ones, and Malice is short for Matron Malice. So once again, they all link together, and they all point to a certain thing. This is one hell of a combat ship when outfitted correctly. It is just a fantastic ship to get into a firefight with and just obliterate the enemy. I have a lot of fun in Hazreses and compromised nav beacon areas, bounty hunting with this ship. It flies really well, it's nimble for its size, outmaneuvers a lot of ships, and just a fantastic combat vessel. I've got a short range on this because I don't have a fuel scoop or anything, so it's just a case of 1 or 2 jumps, get to where I need to be if there's a combat zone, and or a compromised nav beacon, which there is a compromised nav beacon quite close to Shinrarta Desra, just 1 or 2 jumps away, and fun to be had. So let's have a look at the outfitting. So hard points. See, I've gone different with this one. Burst lasers and plasma accelerators. Now, the plasma accelerator is a fun weapon. But as it's a fixed weapon, you've got to be good with your targeting. I'm not quite there yet, but every time I use this ship, I do get better with the fixed weapon. Utility mounts, shield boosters, kill one scanner, point defense. Core internal sees reactive surface composite, 6A power plant, 6A thrusters, 5A frameshift drive, 5D life support, 6A power distributor, 4D sensors, 4C fuel scoop. Optional internal sees 6C bi-wave shield generator, hull reinforcement, module reinforcement, field maintenance unit, more hull reinforcements, and a planetary approach suite. And yeah, it's a bit of a hull tank in a sense, but what a ship! What a fantastic ship! Don't get me wrong, it's not unbeatable. There's plenty of ways to beat it, and I have sometimes bit off more than I can chew in that ship. It tends to give you a bit more confidence and than you have ability. But a fantastic ship. So, let's move along. Now here we have what is probably my favourite ship in the game. Definitely the best all-rounder, and it does everything well. I've called this John C.B. Taylor. It is named after my nephew, who sadly passed away at the age of 20. And it was sort of my tribute to him, and the fact that he is up travelling the stars, he is also travelling the stars on this ship. And so that's the story behind the name. Now this ship, as you can see, its paintwork's pristine. Every time I fly with it, the first thing I do is go straight into the advanced maintenance and make sure the paintwork is pristine. I keep this ship pristine because of the name on it. As I was saying, it does everything amazingly well. It can have, depending on how you outfit it, it can have a huge jump range. It's a very capable combat ship. Fantastic for huge hauls of consumables, for doing fantastic passenger missions. I use it for a lot of bulk hauling and bulk passenger missions. It's just a fantastic all-round great ship, and one that I will never be without. And I've never ever regretted buying the Anaconda, and since I bought it I've used it more than anything else. So let's have a look at the outfitting on this. So hard points: multi-cannon, modified, pulse laser, all modified, and another multi-cannon, two of the multi-cannons, sorry, all modified. I believe these I think I've modified these for overcharge, and I've the lasers are modified for rapid fire. Onto the utility mounts. Heat sink launchers. I use the heat sink launchers a lot because I do a lot of rescue missions from the attacked space stations. The space stations that have been attacked by the Thargoids. I generally do a lot of rescue missions from them. So the heat sink launchers are extremely useful. Point defense and chaff launchers, shield boosters. Core internals: military grade composites, 8A power plant, 7A thrusters, a modified 6A frameshift drive, 5D life support, 8A power distributor modified, and in the optional internal, 5-wave shield generator. It's currently fitted out with plenty of cargo racks because I was doing some cargo missions in a wing. We had a wing mission going, And obviously, the more cargo you can carry, the quicker the mission is done. So shout out to Commander Alan Bell and Commander Richard Hawke for our last wing mission that we did. It was fun. 5B fuel scoop, hangar, more cargo racks, advanced discovery scanner, all reinforcements. And yeah, so that is the Anaconda, John C.B. Taylor. And there we have it. On to the next and final ship. Not to be the final ship for long though, because I'm going to be purchasing some new ships soon. So, on to the final ship. So, the final ship. This is the Federal Corvette, the Mortifer. Mortifer is Latin for Deathbringer, deadly, fatal, various meanings, but it was apt for this ship. This ship I use mainly for combat, but not just for combat. It's also great for short cargo hops. So if you have a mission that's close by, that requires a lot of cargo, this ship will get it done. And you know your cargo is well protected with this ship. But this is mainly the ship that I use for combat. Get into the combat zones, get into the hazardous resource extraction sites, get into the compromised nav beacons. This ship is my go-to ship for combat. It is absolutely amazing in a fight. It takes a pounding because it won't outmaneuver most ships, but it will generally outlast most ships and will certainly outgun most ships, unless you meet another Corvette. There is some very capable ships out there which when correctly outfitted can certainly take down a Corvette, but the Corvette will take a lot of punishment. I had an experiment with my friend Commander Alan Bell, and he basically tried to bring my shields down, and after around about 20 minutes he still hadn't done it. He was in a Python. I might add the Python stock weaponry on it, beam lasers, stuff like that, and so you know I wasn't expecting much. Bearing in mind this is modified somewhat, not massively, but it is a bit of a hull tank, and yeah, he got one down, and I just used the shield cell bank to get it back up. So I was sort of cheating a little bit. He probably could have got the shields down if I hadn't used the shield cell banks, but after around about 20 minutes we decided to do something else because he still hadn't got the shields down. But it was a good test. So this is the Mortifer. Beautiful ship. One of my favourites in the game. And between this and the Anaconda, these are probably the two ships I'm using the most. In fact, if I can, the three ships I probably use the most at the minute are probably the Diamondback Explorer, the Anaconda, and this. I just love this ship. Looks fantastic in this colour scheme as well. Absolutely amazing. So let's have a look at the outfitting. Add points. Multi-cannon, unmodified, and we have modified beam lasers, pulse laser. The pulse laser, I believe, are modified for rapid fire. They're not overly modified. I think they're only up to a 3 class modification. I don't recall. And the beam laser I think is overcharged. But just a fantastic ship, firepower. Obviously, as you can see, these are turreted, so I can just fire and fire and fire on ships. Same with me Anaconda lasers, they're turreted. Utility mounts, heatsink launcher, shield booster, shield booster, shield booster, frame shift wake scanner, point defense, shield booster. Core internal, military grade composites, 8A power plant modified, or they modified the military grade composites, modified 7A thrusters, frame shift drive, life support, modified power plant, modified sensors, optional internal, modified shield generator, 2 big cargo racks, fuel scoop, shield cell bank, module reinforcement, planetary vehicle hangar, hull reinforcements modified, and the usual few things. But yeah, I love this ship. So there you are, folks. That's a look at the ships I currently own. Going to add to them, going to upgrade them more as and when. I'm aiming to get my money up to $1 billion, and then I'm going to buy another ship. It's probably going to be another Imperial ship, probably the Cutter. I am aiming to get over 1 billion credits before I spend any more money and damage the credit balance again. So, thanks for watching, folks. As stated, thanks to everybody who subscribed. 100 plus subscribers is just phenomenal achievement. When I set out to do this, like I say, purely just for fun, and still is fun. I don't post every week. You know, I have a life away from the computers, and time just doesn't allow me to post every week, but I will post as often as I can, and hopefully most of my videos are Dangerous related, because it's just what I play the most, and I have a hell of a lot of fun doing it. So I hope you've enjoyed the look at the ships. Please like, share, subscribe, leave any comments underneath, especially about the linked names. I was going to tell you what the link was between them, but I'm going to leave it for now and see if anybody comments what the link is between the names Ari Salvatore, Dritz Duerden, Guinevere, Malice, Bruno, Regis. Let's see if anybody gets the link between them names. So thanks for watching. As I say, please like, share, subscribe, leave any comments underneath, and we'll see you in the next video. To subscribe, hit the logo in the top left of the screen, and to see the other videos in the Elite Dangerous playlist, hit the logo in the top right. Thanks for watching. Daddy bye.